everyone, my name is NLemke, or Nikki for those of you who don't remember. The object that I have brought to share with you today is a part of my Army National Guard uniform. It's my dog tags. I believe these represent every soldier, and I think that the Army and being a soldier represents me because it takes hard work, motivation, and dedication to succeed, not only in the military world, but as well as the civilian world. Hard work has been a major part of my military career, especially in basic training. Victory Forge was the very last accomplishment that I had to go through before I could graduate basic training. Victory Forge was pretty much a 7-mile march that was uphill and through sand. The temperature that day was like 105 degrees with 95% humidity, so it's very hot and wet. I had to carry about 70 pounds of gear in my backpack or a rucksack, and I was wearing a full uniform, so everything together was about 70 pounds. It's pretty hard work, and to make it all worse, the boots that I was wearing completely cut into my feet after about a mile, so I had about 6 more miles to go in pain. It was not fun, but I made it through, and it was a very great sense of accomplishment once I got done. The second aspect of being a soldier involves motivation, being surrounded by a bunch of people that I didn't know in very hot temperatures, and doing some of the most intensive training ever was very challenging and was very hard to stay motivated, but doing so was key. Another thing we had to do while I was in basic training was an obstacle course. I'm a really bad drawer, otherwise I would draw it for you, but the obstacle course was pretty much a 50-foot high ladder. It went up, it was like big wood timbers that were made out of the outside of the ladder, and then there were big timbers for the rungs, and then at the top of the ladder there was like a platform kind of the size of like a deer stand, and then protruding out the front of the platform there was a 50-foot long rope that went from the top of the 50-foot ladder all the way to the ground at an angle. So of course the object of the obstacle was to climb to the top, which I'm scared of heights, so that wasn't easy anyways. So I made it to the top, and then about halfway down the rope I completely froze up. We're supposed to shimmy down this rope, so you have your hands wrapped around it and your feet wrapped around the rope, and you have to push your body down, and it was very hard. It was very physically straining, but I made it through, and I made it all the way to the bottom. I wanted to quit, but I kept pushing myself, and that also was a very great sense of accomplishment for me. The third aspect of being a soldier is dedication. Not only is enlisting for about 8 years dedication, but as well as being able to uphold the Army standards and know that because I'm a soldier, whatever I do is reflected upon the U.S. Army. It also takes dedication to continue going to drill. Between driving, I live in Marshall, Minnesota, and I drive to St. Paul to go to drill, so it takes a lot of time and energy to get myself packed up for the weekend and go to drill and be there at about 6 o'clock in the morning on Saturday and Sunday. The Army has defined my already existing sense of hard work, motivation, and dedication, and also improved myself in the civilian world with work, school, and relationships. I would like to present myself to you as a hardworking, motivated, and dedicated individual.